Yeah, what to say. Gidi say nanom emobro ho omado yinti obi ahoye. Meso me hoye boni bia me bibia nso a boko. Hoye pa. Anopay if it be 3 days ago. And 3 days money ya. Na yinwa be me bi efero obo okanya sasem na mene na ye program couple of time. Na ultimu say he is so knowledgeable in the stream way say or many people be bomb so. Me wa nema ha ye Ghana for no. Onipa a wo kana korado. People do not tend to listen because Ghana no ye di kanfo no bi no take advantage of ye omo de what time e de empapa mu abebo rai. Nti se obi mpo na kasem na sem no eye no kre etasumo. Obo se obi the tribal tension, tribal tactics, divide tactics no de abebo wuro. But yensua de we ni hu se ene wiase no me no mi no tribal differences no eno enka educational curriculum ho ni mum no kre ene ka educational curriculum ho ene nti se obe kotro ene bibia omo bibia fa history geography we nim say omo ye geography o school no they will bear me witness say historical facts especially BBT said founding members, BBT said discovery of mountains, rivers, all this can appear in the geography. Obakoyi efa obo no. Oni abro ho kotua bribe protocols. Eya wu o hatred nti ya o impose ma oba no. Ena ma oba na ntimi asuade. Because me wo feel say o pesa ujitu no enye ne na enukwe. What has been the fact ena ye de examiners one ade over the mark on way. And then for a history school, they actually learn broad and yema broad. And yeah, dear who say it. No matter you are condemned, say Asante you say Ebunu you say, but what are the facts? Yeah, yeah, dear ma say rain no correct rain na what should be passing. So you say, are we learning from the right source? Yemano ini ene krofoko ene wo secondary school ene ye main entrance so education mu na person so dia is from your secondary school. It was secondary school no Ghana uni colleges no akwa another I say form of so we called teacher training but obe you look at ma obi college no or they prepare for university. So it's college it doesn't mean nothing. Free high school na college na what prepare for university. So what I say eti eka college no na prepare 2 year BBT say geography you need to do well on your college send your be a good university na wako e Ghana no o secondary school and the baby also monitor say obetimi enya good grade enye sa utimi ko university enye sa je so ye remedial. But media no one take the proper part ni be ma obe remain wo ho untimi ko wani. The children is our future. And it is say making sure say yi otan any bere no we mu no na e man focus on the right channel on mo that because no education has been the dominant key for many people to endeavor and into ye was no na omusua ade papa ade engineer. This guy, the guy is being blessed with knowledge, especially say or explaining things. That's what time. So you wouldn't even believe what he's saying. But what time you bet lawyer not from body. African had a problem. The problem they say, Obi couple of what yes, what your home for. Obi a lawyer, yes, what ben. Obi a doctor, yes, he woni madio, but we have different circumstances relating to Obia the profession. So be a lawyer near Okosia law. So be a doctor near Okoye, the doctor and medicine, and I say, Bibi Okoye, and the man bear. But when in terms of history, it belongs to the people. It is Obi a lawyer, you know, or can't history no tia. All because of so Okoye history was school. We quite on cast Okoye history was school. Also a lawyer. But lot of information lawyer not Frimpong. Now somebody came to me YouTube yiso. Ebe to was say me a friend say medication level ewo hene. Na me distorted history. Na kodwa jimakoye history of Africa and it just listen, look at where the knowledge is below ordinary thinking. Me as an Akeni, as an Agunani, as me who relate to me, my family, is telling you that this is exactly what it says. Also, Obia Kusuku. You see, when the education started in Africa, we were there. Our history was made before education even started. How many people have written a history book? So many people from different ethnicity, different background have wrote a historical books. Yeah, different to each other. And see, what are you talking about? We can only get the fact from the people that represent the history. And it's yeshe adewe eye. This is a little advice I am giving to you. Just yesterday, I was listening to a book about debunking some of the sentiments via lawyer Anokye Frimpong. Okay, na yemi I say Ghana, your educationalist for literate, and your friend say he liked it for they are more advanced and they are intellectual and professional in their skills. But yes, so no some profile way before no journalism. I'm from a journalist for so I'm school of journalism and journalism whatever they call themselves. Or much one a brofo and unnecessary like body just copying the white presenters and but they never ask good question. They never verify the information someone is giving to them. And once I would do my program, you need public so. Any public na God bless you. They never verify the information. A chromia tabloid or my fake information, Sika be Sika, the media tabloid, or my fake information, Sika obe no. This is cross media down. So before they bring any information out, they verify the information. They do the undercover research, undercover investigation. They do totally investigation to ensure said the information they are bringing out is genuine. And yes, sir, omo for mabuntene. But here we come, South Africa, yes, say, yeah, advancing pony. Lawyer Anokye Frimpong has been constantly distorting history. What distorted so many facts. Yet the media presented never verify any of this information. Never. They keep inviting him because Omo who said he now are building itself. So many of the youth follow as a okasa, many omunya viewers. So that is where they are concentrating. Inviting most of these journalists for all more programs or almost TV stations. They do not have omunya creative. It's almost mean creative. It's almost now they almost get so how many programs television invite them? Because they are not creative, almost mean creative. I don't want to be creative. They have to close your program down. So most of they are inviting Anokye Frimpong, giving him the platform to make their program go on. And yes, sir, they will end with nothing. Such as here, and that is the main reason why most of them invite him. Because all the program to her. That's a one team creative be a bema bringing marketing. Ama anya customers advertising. And in ma. Definitely, I was here a short program, no near recruitable program they do replace. And yes, I own no or boka. That is what most of these people inviting because they do not have programs to do. They are not creative. It's all the TV stations, are done historical TV station. Like not chipping what ya, what ya. He is narrating fake histories everywhere. everywhere. So yensha lawyer Anokye Frimpong. Maybe say me ka say me wa. Na Anokye Frimpong you say was say Nkrumah agi independence. Founding or founding father of Ghana. Now you hear even including from the first prime minister was Nkrumah from 1952, 1966. Now Ghana agi independent from 6th of March 1957. Yet from 1966, 1960, 1966, you know, Nkrumah ne abrofo yi na ye adwuma saa. It is a even at the master of Africa affair, we bruni. Yeah, fellow why first white George. So the civil service and technical rules are and also abrofo nkwan or the ma even the judiciary and na your court to ana said the nya be di asem ho na abrofo to Charles Abden Clarks and Lord Listowel omunya we abrofo. Ya share judicial ranking. Yeah, Nkrumah appointee high judicial ranking. Most of them was white people. Yeah, after 1957. Yeah, independent state. Yeah, here Nkrumah ne advice and the personal advice, the personal assistant. No, you Bruni. Nkrumah personal assistant was a white man. So Africa no the ben you grew. Giving independence to Nkrumah was dialogue. It was typically dialogue. And until 1957, no, you independent, no, you be independent state, no. Still, Nkrumah we perceive, you were a kingdom like double. You were a kingdom of Asante kingdom. You were a kingdom of all this kingdom existed. But Abraham Nkrumah na SCS of independence, no, he still remained. Oh yeah, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of Ghana. Yes, of course. And what was the independence? Was it a dialogue? It was a dialogue. And Queen Elizabeth remained as a queen of then Ghana. If you also so that like Anokye Frimpong keeps saying say, and you Kwame Nkrumah and Ghana that is totally a lie. A trop papa. Because even the Ghana no it was a JB Dankwa who saw because of a historical book could be a friend the Gold Coast BBB. So they suggest it's a break over joining the UGCC, you know. A bra or no lawyer, and I find to say or no Kwame Nkrumah joining the UGCC, you know, as a secretary to the UGCC party, you know, in 1947, you know. You obey the secretary to the party, you know. Can you believe, say the one UGCC party, Akwaje, Emmanuel Akwaje, JB Dankwa, the friend is a park grant and it's a big six, including on Nkrumah Ebebano. One man first to know much sure about how making independence. A deal it was already put in place. A deal decided was Ghana. The documents was already in existence. And Son Nkrumah, what may even the secretary to the UGC's party. If we are so I kind of cry, no credit. So even before Nkrumah, Pa Grant Akwaje was the man who introduced Nkrumah as a political scientist. When Nkrumah was invited, it was the Pa Grant who sent Nkrumah £100 to come to Takrady Harbor. Pa Grant in the coffee Nkrumah by HB Hammond Mo and the handle one man who was the Ghana people. They were the people who took Nkrumah in, who taught Nkrumah how to speak the local dialects, Tituni and Pante. Secondly, Abraham Nkrumah by manifestos are not UGCC. A dear, and so they what more UGCC is not baby or inspire any free, which is the Ghana Empire. So the deal was already in existence in the UGCC manifesto. It was in existence. UGCC manifesto they would take their time and then try some independence, you know. Now Sabianya the one watch me every TV so many things are abrofono alpha. And it is Sabianya to Sabia, but the manifesto was in existence already. And near my UGCC person or ye, and near my TV gaining independence that year, and near my ever putting in place. A quantity of Befasua, Sabianya the best sending one back from the presumed Ghana. So the name Ghana was already in existence. Yeah, UGCC manifesto. Doctor, lawyer Anokye Frimpong, with all due respect. Yankola control exams. Kwame Nkrumah never found the name Ghana. It was the UGCC party. It was the UGCC party founded the name Ghana. Ebioso Kwame Nkrumah never founded baby he was not part of the founders. So you can say founders, what is the meaning of a founder? Who can say Russia? Mame mo speech no be NTB. No be a kase. Maybe
1950 constitution.
Okay, be me a ebo ayuso na me
Peter the Great. Oko America George Washington.
So I say Russia Peter the Great. So you share the fund and plan post exams. Obi a geography or culture exams. You are the founder of Russia. You are the founder of Russia. So, where do I find in Russia? I was saying losing, Lurik. Me, mudini de mi unubo, but me born said it, but Lurik, a Baragian, Viking, Prince is a traditionally considered the founder of Russia, establishing the Lurik dynasty in 1862 by taking control of Novrilog. This marked the beginning of the Kravan, the Rus. The first is Shavik state. 80 Anokye Frimpong. Akola oye geography 80 wati. You be marking wrong about what failing exams. Russia was never founded by the name you mentioned. But it was founded by a king, a Viking. Yeah, well, a prince. Yeah, I say traditionally considered the founder of Russia in 1862. Lawyer Anokye Frimpong, stop misleading our children. Stop miseducation. The crown of what secondary school. Only geography and history. Stop misleading them. Because most of the people listening to you and they write what you are telling them now. Because television station, they assume them as a genuine television stations. And people also regard you as a lawyer. So Ghana, they talk so you experience about what you are saying. So stop miseducating our children in secondary school, including universities. Now there were young, what many people play a fairly warm exams. So Anokye Frimpong says that you are finding Russia, no, it is not even that name. They don't even know the name or no mention as a founder. They don't know the name Roger. They founded the Roger. It was initially was Luzik. Or yeah, a Viking or yeah, a prince. It's a traditional considered founder of Russia. So I say establishing Luzik dynasty in 862 by taking control of Nabrulot. This marked the beginning of Kiaben Ross. 862. And I found in Russia. So because Obia found Russia was never colonized by anybody. Russia was never colonized by anybody. And later when they find the Soviet Union, which includes Poland, Finland, Switzerland, Clement, Poland, Slovakia, Czechoslovakia, all this was part of the Soviet Union, which was one dynasty by Luzik in 862. Mr. Lawyer Anokye Frimpong, you need to be ashamed of yourself. Our children are going to write geography, these questions can appear. In history, these questions can appear. Now, why are you like this? And the television station are giving you all this nonsense platform because they are not creative enough to create a proper programs. Why? Why? Okay, yeah, just
Burkina Faso Ofo Boigny.
Burkina Faso Ofo Boigny. Who founded Burkina Faso? And your hope class 6 needs to know. Burkina Faso, the name wasn't even Burkina Faso. So before The word Burkina Faso, who founded Burkina Faso? Who was the founder of the name Burkina Faso? Is it Ofebuani? Said your television station so geography students are listening to you because the exams and the BEC cultural exams. The artists are much probably. Most of the people will fail. And I promise you, you will be shocked because information they permit people like you to send around. Yani Abakano, we don't even have the platform. Yani educating Kurana we don't have the platform. But guess what? You are miseducating the children. BC if we be on metro was one metro the Okaibia, they will get it from all of them will fail. You see? And the secondary school for me geography, and history, Obi Beti Ubia, I control the Okake and Bibia, what I don't know who D a man tell him about the Why? It's any part of Fanny Burkina Faso. The name Burkina Faso. It was not it. There was a name in existence before Obi Ben Ebeyi and Wafiho. I've been named Burkina Faso. I know quite wrong is a Kratias. Not wrong is a Kratias. It's not in ancient time. The word Burkina, the founder of the name Burkina Faso. So yeah, man. Okay. Was it Burkina Faso was adopted in 1984 by Thomas Sankara, a revolutionary army captain who became president in 1983 and sought to rebrand nation from colonial names Apa Volta. Apa Volta. And you Ofobuani won't free Burkina Faso. Ofobuani never comes from Burkina Faso. You see this man, Thomas Sankara, never says Apa Volta. Say Apa Volta and Korean masters. And I did 2 on and into what did you know in 1984. Obedi, president 1983. 1984, and was a said, from Apa Volta and whatever to Burkina Faso. Papa, what the hell are you teaching our children? What is going on here? So if these questions appear in BC and culture, who will get it right? No more 8 years in our culture. Who will get it right in their history book? Who will get it right in their geography book? Who will get it right in their social studies book? Who will get it right? What a pathetic liar. Yako kana gana for Papa you say ever since Obeti say Kwame Nkrumah Finzima. This man is defending Nkrumah in every circumstances. And you know what I Nkrumah. Dresses said you are Nkrumah. And you are misleading our children. You don't want to permit our youth to learn the right thing. And why would also and you are misleading, lying, distorting. This is miseducating, misinformed, misexplaining. So would you do respect to you people and the teachers of Ghana? You should stand up and campaign against Anokye Frimpong, miseducation, the children, the students, university level, secondary school level, primary school level, junior secondary school level, because they are getting it wrong because of him. Because Africa, no, him so be a lawyer, waping. Africa, him so be a lawyer, winning there. And to be cool and need lawyers need be a bone with me exams more than 10 times. As I know my passing po. I'm here for much to bar association. Most of the people doesn't even know. Most of the people know some lawyers probably don't pass it yet. But they operate illegally. Because of failure. A billion say lawyers probably a political protocol. Nadi be a high court. Every day a Supreme Court. Every day a appeal court. Most of them doesn't even know. Sir, and then people pays money before they appoint them. And now they even, your friend say, push them to a certain circuit court and magistrate court. It's not by lesser or non passe because of baby nabo. Tigana near Tino. Africa in general, Ghana. Most lawyers they pay bribe to be posted. Adia Ghana a bar association there back up. Nancy and Mattis happening also will be account. So brave cost or only goes no. Nakapa or bong. Uko can not people are saying that school. It's not about school, it's about knowledge. It's about being aware. It's about you being informed. It's about you know what you're saying. It's not about school. It's not about education level. Because totally a university will be make us. They don't even know. And they contact people like us and ask us our opinions. Ask us about education, about what you're learning. It is not about school. This man is miseducating our students. So the panel of Burkina Faso is Thomas Sankara. And if you're a student, you need to be aware. It was called Alpha Volta. So when you've been asked in your exam paper, what was the previous name of Burkina Faso? It's Alpha Volta. And when they ask you who renamed the name Alpha Volta, Thomas Sankara. So he founded the name Burkina Faso, not Ofobweni. What a fuck. I'm so pissed off. I am too pissed off about this information, misinformation or not. Something we were giving. Yeah, telling you.
Mandela.
Once again, America founded.
So I was saying, but in South Africa, Nelson Mandela founded it. ANCP as someone who founded here, and I said Nelson Mandela. So let's see. Oh, most of the guy did be in part too much. Who take over a year, man, who discuss in a church bills, and they have something. As a South Africa as a modern political entity was not founded by a single person, but rather formed on May 31st, 1910 as a union of all British colonies. The initial European settlement was established by Japan Riebeek on behalf of the Dutch East India Company back in 1652. And while the Bar and the British later established republic and the colonial rule. So, Babianwa, a bachelor was said, Nelson Mandela was the founder of South Africa. Tiso Kotsro, Obisasa who gained independence. Tia Brofuni. What's I'm saying, Obisasa who gained independence for the people of South Africa. Then you can say Nelson Mandela. But never ever said Nelson Mandela founded South Africa. How can somebody found something which already existed? This man is miseducating you guys. He is miseducating you, misinforming you. You need to be very careful. Spending a tiny Asante for tanti, I can forward tanti, or even TV so much miseducating things. Now my dear easily because it suits your anger, it suits your bitterness, it suits your jealousy. But this man is miseducating your children. A car will be a car will be nachi. Ube a quack with chocolate because with Mr. Lawyer Frimpong. So you cannot find it anywhere. Say South Africa was founded by a friend is Nelson Mandela. No way. Or say the fact more than him answer. Just say it will not tell you funding. Say funding. Funding was not even mentioned Nelson Mandela. Founder. A founder of South Africa. What kind of English are you speaking there? Huh? Name who gain independence. A trooper who gain independence. It will give you a different answer. Who gain independence for Southern Africa, so South Africa. So, boy, you have a different answer. South African path to independence was gradual process from the British culminating to so bachelor and then 1994. Back one more from 1910. Ned Wababy in 1961. Ned Wababy in 1994, which is ANC. Yeah, Nelson Mandela and the ANC. So he would never even tell you, Krase, Nelson Mandela alone gained independence. And then Nelson Mandela and one actually called coup prison. It was the ANC and then Nelson Mandela. So who gained independence for South Africa? Not only Nelson Mandela. Not that is another idea. Question or only a different answer. Say ANC and Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. Who control Nelson Mandela wati? So who name you who founded South Africa? Not control Nelson Mandela wati. Because Nelson Mandela wasn't even born when that land was founded. Why? Why informing people about things? No one ever catches Nelson Mandela even gain independence alone for South Africans. He said ANC and Nelson Mandela. Misinformative man. I wonder how many people F or so it pains me. Because school fees in Africa, yeah. Yet you don't say
America, our founding fathers.
okay, I see America, so yet me
that doesn't mean South Africa, Nelson Mandela.
Once again, America, our founding fathers. America, our founding
fathers. See my Americans one a funny.
That doesn't mean
was it one Nagaji yesterday? Was it Washington? Was it America was formed by Washington? Founded by Washington, America. Christopher Columbus, Washington, founded America. What kind of education is this man giving? I was looking for the full video of him, and because of say me follow nipa bebree, I couldn't treat as or known as man no can. Minya or known it because me follow in nipa bebree. Ya na me pese me titi. And some time, you know. Me follow no nti nya de minya. Me follow no minya. Me follow obi a minya ne bibia. Obi was that video now on fa forwarding me. Why was that few video no for sending me because misinformation is very terrible. Wow, video no the
credentials of President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. See, among our cans, Yakwasia, Yana Nanom, and me coming in.
Obi was that video now on family. If blood book cry, I think some American you remember.
Peter the Great.
Wow.
America, John.
Who call Russia Peter the Great? F1 anybody, any book could be a muso. Rosek, who was a Viking in 862, founded and never be a friend of Roger. And suddenly later one, Yababe the Soviet Union. Na Soviet Union, and crowd was Soviet Union, we both be such a Poland, Kremen, a friend is a Ukraine, a friend is a Switzerland, Czech, Slovakia, Czechoslovakia. Some Crawford was part of the Soviet Union. Also, I say, Americans, George Washington. America was not funded by George Washington. So, even Christopher Columbus never founded America because there was from Red Indians. Now they were in existence already. Now they were there. So even the Christopher Columbus said he met people who were black with a very quality gold in that land. So So who is school nini ekobusa say who founded America? Now control they are not Frimpong. Can you say George Washington? Bra, what in the potom? So because America was never founded by George Washington. It was never founded by George Washington. Who crowd phone? You actually let Papa will miseducate you because of authority, because of hatred, because of your dear, no papa, and you show who a certain group of people want it. You enable this man to mislead you. Okay, yeah, hey. Who founded America? Oh, and I don't cry yaba. I say, was Christopher Columbus is traditionally credited with discovering America in 1492. He was actually preceded by indigenous people who arrived from Asia in 15,000 years ago and by Vikings led by Leif Erikson, who reached the Northern America in 1000 AD. Columbus actually arrived in the Caribbean, not North America. So, Papaya Samoka said George Washington and the discover American. What is it? What are you doing as asking if you buy? Because American was even, it wasn't even founded, it was discovered by Columbus in 1492. When did George Washington be there? George Washington be there the around early 19th century. But Okacho said, discover, even Columbus in 1492 was not termed as discover, not termed as founder, but a discover. So, see, Busa Kosi wasn't look who founded America. Now control even Christopher Columbus in 1492. Nothing, George Washington. Yebusa says who discovered America? And then now bet me say Christopher Columbus because it was already in existence. Now order that. How can somebody found it? Order that how can someone founded it? You were discovery. No order that makohunu. Huh? Different between discovery, different between independence. Independent just say and Krofukuna and Nadia didn't order that no. Will be anyone no or no just to this so. Eti me Jeff one more anyone more some so when you in wood independence. Independence does not describe discovery. It does not describe wonder. Obiele no bet me upon the calendar rather than the natives. The ones that comes the Adamunes, the guns, and the friends say the other people, the Gumbes, the Gatis, the Gunjas, they are founded by the or do they have their own settlement and their kingdom. Omuni baby or massa and copy onimnesia, Kwame Nkrumah this year or Ghana. The name of Ghana no any asase any deal send me from it was just political struggle. Political struggle to gain independence in existing land. Assassin order that. So Kwame Nkrumah never founded Ghana. He gained independence with a big six. Who say there isn't any founding member? Yes, there isn't any founding member. Because the founding member are the natives. The Guans are there. The Gonjas are there. The Dabons are there. The Akans are there. They are the founding members to their own lands. And they are entitled of their history. And they know their history. For that one, you have it right. But what genuine now they can? Yeah, best I am Nkrumah founding member. No? So you want to tell me, say, the land and the Ghana no, was founded in 1947. Papa Anokye, why are you miseducating our children? Why are you miseducating our children? Getting independence is different from founding and different from discovery. Why are you miseducating our children that write their exams and expecting to pass? I don't blame you. I blame the useless TV stations that gives you the chance to come and sit there and miseducate the general public. So I never ever blame you, but rather I blame those useless, lazy imbeciles that do not want to learn themselves, calling themselves journalists who do not even know nothing. So I don't blame you. The name Ghana, Yensha, who suggests the name Ghana? In a very, very short brief. What the hell? See in here. Okay. I say, so easy. Very easy and no controversy at all. Oh, I think that was some man sacrifice. Okay, I see. Dr. J.B. Dankwa is widely credited with proposing the name Ghana for the Gold Coast based on his historical research that links the inhabitants of the territories to the ancient Ghana Empire. The name was officially adopted on the 6th of March 1957 because it was part of the UGCC plan. It was part of UGCC manifesto before even 1947. And Nkrumah came in the picture through Anokye in 1947. He became the party secretary to the UGCC party. And 1948, after the Accra route, he had about the Odatilam Tenimo and Captain Atipo no calling mo. Yakoku one and what that Accra route in him. Nasa be a big sense, Omo lead the demonstration. And my governor no, and yes, I want to because now demonstration in Kosovo, they were invading shops, stealing. They were actually creating chaos. And the governor yes, one more cheap big sex, Now one more settle, Yama. Now I'm not quiet. So the big sex was all sentenced. You had to open one good month. And Kuma wasn't exceptional. Who proposed Akan land? Akan land is a native. It wasn't proposed by any particular person. Yeah, it's just from the origin, from 7 DC. You met the name the Kwa Akan people there. Maybe a free by Akan people. So what I say, and yes, a bar hand just Akan people. Because for us, we know so we are first created. And yes, I can voice it. You can say the we believe say. We the Akan people, the group Akan people, we were the first created. Yen your boy can. And yes, sir, your own church and say, and as I said, a friend and Ghana, no, the Guans was there first, and we met them, we live with them, we actually have similarities with them, we give the same name similarities, we have different language barriers, and we knew that it's in the car was at night to soon Ghana. To Akan on try never be a eternal. I can't just say we were first created. Yen di boy can. And that is it. Yen na Yen ni mo from my baby. They were the Kwa people. Kwa no chere nyankopon ba de. Ti na aka che dia mpo kwa me. Kwasiada che dia mpo kwa me. So basically we believe that the Kwa people yen nyankopon ma ti kwanyame ema sanetie sane ye ka no ti kwano aya eya kanfo no ye nkasa ha no ye ne ye di kanfo na mo ye se abodie mu no ye ne di kan ye na abodie mu ye akandifo. We are the first to be created. Enti channel so pa service interpretation bebre na ekoso e na akanfo no ye wo na modern Ghana ni mu no en chese ne di kan wo modern Ghana ni ya na sa able Ghana bi ani wiase wo ho ba bi ati ne no. That Akan people we were created first. Yeah, papa ne kwanyame or no di ka boy kane. So was it the proposer what Kwame Nkrumah was the leader who officially ushered in the name at Independence historical account. Nkrumah adopted the name of Beto Yeno the historical link for Ghana Empire, the trade, the superior with gold, diamonds, the strength of war, domination of war. Eti, one no Debbie Dankwa and adopted, based on historical link. And then Kuma adopted, yeah, on Independence Day. Eti, Dr. Anokye, what did you gain your so-called fabricated stories from? Why is it different from a very genuine history, sir? You see, Ebi also there is a founding members. It is not the political ones. It is the natives, the indigenous, the kingdoms, the empire that was there. They founded those places. Now we say a kind independence. And Nkrumah never alone gained independence for Ghana. Because even before Nkrumah was able to. So, create CPP, no. Now, there was people said, but them they were all included. Bedema was a main man who mobilized, campaign, go everywhere. Abraham says in that prison. So he was the man where he posters in the campaign in 1956. He said, and Nkrumah CPP a majority. And then Nkrumah back because he was the leader of the CPP party. So Bedema was the man who even led the party to win in the election. It is Papa, who gives you all these fabricated stories? Huh? Why are you misleading our children? This is what I find very unusual. And it tells you, say, you didn't be done qua. Yeah, can you this is in manifesto? Nkrumah what very smart. Would I free prison, but I'm not for them 1 month. Ye 1 month and Nkrumah say what and what they the youth organization they will use this party, or they forming the CPP party. But the other no one use this manifesto, no. Say one better no one magic independence, no. No matter kwanya trade in any maniama no no. A come back so maybe review all the finances bibia. And Nkrumah is very smart, so no so better the party, no. Or your opposite of the UGC party in the manifesto. Say independence now, you're independence now. Because nipa no one of two man episode when independence is here. It's mamu from whom to UGC party so. One person said be nya ro mudi mabro. Mo from whom to CPP abaso. Yeah, the beji independence amamu ne ya. Now so after 1957 no independence 1956. Almost half of the cabinet members of Nkrumah party was the same colonial masters. Abrafo. And 1957, Queen Elizabeth was claimed as the queen of the native people. It's what party saying. Was it a dialogue? Or it was independent struggles? It was a dialogue. It says in 1951, 1956 constitution, and Nkrumah never make any major differences. Abro yeah no safedie. Dialogue on name, that is if one echo and or better more free mono. That is when they begin to totalize him. It says, oh, Bronidia. One in a car, now you have yourself also in you find every possible means to totalize your life. And no, now, better the share, not doing say. Or be Biala, African, there was no, I friend to say, Didier, I want no other cabinet members, or be a say, American intelligence, or be a Jumama. American intelligence. Obia Jumama American intelligence. So there was insecurity. Abroad who said from 1960-61 up to 66, after the dialogue on the before acquire me independence, obe breachy. Or shall say or sake abroad from parliament, judicially, from high positions, that is where the white man begin to totalize him. And no now we Mama America for. We spy ma America for, including Badema for the tone, so spy ma America for. Or be no benny bia a mama America for. Atima walk in mama America for. And he becomes so insecure until 1966 school. He returned at the so. And he was a sick man. He had cancer. So he never stays in the country. Then bia when I'm or Vietnam or Kosan where there. So the country sank. Country ni be ding. Country ni be so hard. That is why the military took over, decided to take the countries over. Because they moved be too hard. Or yes, or call IMF. IMF aborted or ma accepted. Because now they were instigating against him. Now we hear everything possible, sir. Bibia baya diamano. After the dialogue, because a British for who come more American for. They all want people. So these are the basic part. Then the poor more man no and why they. And after when you will be anything, he begin to change laws. West African quarter. Now, wow, obedience, no do Supreme Court. Now, if we say fairness and yedma, obey to the West Africa and come be ye Lord Chemu. Preventive and detentive and kuma be ye. So no kwa said ye nyar said ye chewa. Ye musa no some. Ye musa side of the story. And no said you are too. So you was so insecure. Abrafo tata because a dialogue the more independence. What's a kid you sell abrafo? What's a kid judicially? Parliament abrafo? You deporting them so they begin to tolerate him. And then we didn't grant him to go to America for treatment, to go to here for treatment. So one the Vietnamese, the Chinese, by alliance, the Russians, or no man by alliance. So he became enemies to the British and to the Americans. Obiano what I do say, we are Juma Emma, and we aspire my American for. We aspire my American for, including the best friend. So I aspire my American for. So he was insecure. Too insecure. Or man will be deep to the sense that nothing was working. And that is why I could see Kotukanum and Co. And the military men and police officers be a year cool to take over. Because no man I 2 days. And any party had no good prison, you know, without trying was too much. It was on the it was unbearable, say. Things like that could go on and say a mind. So when you are the Hobia, I would any part of team those days, no, more than no more firm. So when you pass a law or parliament, is it? Or be a said, you don't CPP about just say parliament may all CPP MPs in Kwa. Who you are here now, CPP about you better idea so. I Santimum 500 and first 23. I can follow 2 of my dear so because I won't CPP about. Got the same thing, and not the same thing, North the same thing. So he was insecure. Until 1966. This man always lie. So he always lie. But there is a